This video is about a kind of hackathon called the Solution Acceleration Hackathon. I first heard about this kind of hackathon from my colleague David Gristwood and Harvey. They have recommended that I do this kind of hackathon in Asia, and since then I've delved deeper into it and identified 5 traits that are important for a successful hackathon. So here we go. The first trait of a solution acceleration hackathon is that it should turn ideas into action. This is an example of an idea. Here's a participant with a website that provides well-designed training videos for tech learning. It is currently a PHP-based monolith. And here's the first idea. She wants to create a microservices-based API and refactor the front end to a React-based single-page application. So this SPA can then be delivered by CDNs. The second idea is to make the API public, allowing other developers to create their own unique front-end experiences based on the features that are exposed via the API. So we can see how the idea can be turned into actions. We can identify 2 actions here. The first one is to create a microservices-based API. The second one, to make the API public. The second trait of a solution acceleration hackathon is that it should unblock technical doubts. It is crucial to separate task versus doubts. Tech tasks are things that need to be done to turn the idea that have been identified into reality. But these are not tasks that we bring to a hackathon. These are normal things that can go into a contract for services or a typical development or migration team's backlog. Tech doubts are technical things that you are uncertain about. These are more novel in nature. Here's an example following on from the previous slide. When the APIs are made public, will I still be able to identify users securely? Proof of concepts are great to unblock technical doubts. What we mean by this is we work together to create a targeted piece of artifact that unblocks the technical doubt identified earlier. This may not necessarily involve directly working with your code, but on a separate, specialized proof of concept that targets the doubt unblocking challenge that we want to address in the hackathon. Nothing beats experiencing it yourself hands-on. Trait 4 is about solution architecture itself. Here's where we go into an architecture design session and discuss the solution architecture and how it can fit into your overall application. This is an important part of the hackathon to give participants an idea of how to bring the learnings and proof of concepts made in the hackathon back into their practice or projects. Here's an example that follows on from the public API thread earlier. So with the technical doubts unblocked, proof of concept in place, and architecture made sound, stakeholders should have the confidence to proceed with the new cloud services that they're adopting. The 5th trait of a solution acceleration hackathon is that it provides that confidence to proceed. To ensure that we get to this level of confidence successfully, it is important that we define a sensible scope of coverage, keep the objectives in mind, and focus on learning. That's it. I hope you have a clear overview of these traits and why it is important that we are clear on these traits in order to conduct a successful hackathon. Take care.